having a Kundalini awakening? No, that's not how it works. Hello and welcome into my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Today's video is going to be about how you can connect with your Akashic Records and your past life. The simple way to do so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into how you can connect with your Akashic Record and your past life. Hello everybody. Yes, I'm doing this video because I felt like this is a video that some people would really like to know about. There's a lot of talk all the time about spirituality, and there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of information out there that describes spirituality to be something where it's just like you're just gonna meditate and then you're just gonna have visions and you're gonna see things, and that's not necessarily the case. Everybody's experience is different, but when it comes to a generalized experience that everyone can do or everyone can follow simple things that will allow them to actually tap into their Akashic Records and their past life information, there is something that you can do. When it comes to connecting with your Akashic Records, it really comes down to your perspective. Inside of this world and inside of today's society, we are just drowned with information. We're drowned with information left to right. Before you even know it, as soon as you wake up, you already have people telling you what to do, what to eat, where to go, how to live, all of these things. And when it comes to tapping into the Akashic Records, it's really about your mental barriers. This is very important to understand. A mental barrier is all that it is that's keeping you from tapping into Akashic Records and this information of your past life. And the reason why I say this is because the mind is going to only accept what it's used to. It's going to only go by what it knows to be true. So if you're living your day-to-day life thinking that astrology is just based off of Indian astrology, it's just the Vedic astrology. If you're living your life thinking that Julius Caesar and all these people from the Roman dynasty and from the Greek dynasty run the world and there's nothing before that. If you're living your life thinking that the Gregorian calendar system, which is the calendar system that we live by today, is literally the only construct of time and putting time inside of this construct where we can live day to day and really plan out time and plan out our days and the hours and the seconds. If you're living by society's construct, then you are having a mental barrier. So how do you tap out of that mental barrier? How do you break out of that mental barrier? The first thing you want to do is to open yourself to new information. Open yourself to new perspectives. Open yourself to new things and expand your mind. Dive into different types of information. Dive into different cultures. Dive into different countries' belief systems and do your research, or take information that's different from the information that you've already been taking. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because when it comes to Akashic Records, this isn't something that you find necessarily outside of you. This is something that you're going to find within yourself. But a simple way to get that information or to waken that information up inside of you is to actually accept it from the exterior. So when things like Kemetic, ways of life and things like ancient history and ancient knowledge come into play, if you're rejecting ancient knowledge and you're rejecting ancient history, you might as well reject yourself from opening up knowledge that you have within yourself. You are stopping yourself from remembering your knowledge that you have within you. And the knowledge that you have within you is from your past life. It is from your Akashic Records. The things that you do inside of life that you pick up on so easily, the hobbies. Some people pick up on languages, and it's just so easy for them to learn a certain language. Some people, don't matter what your color skin of, doesn't matter where you're from, you may find yourself migrating to a certain culture. You may find yourself really being pulled towards a certain way of life that is not the same as where you were born or where you grew up from or how you were raised. And this is because this is deep inside of your Akashic Records. These are things from your past life. So if you find yourself being drawn towards these different things that are different from what your mind really thinks is right and wrong, it is good to open your mind up to new possibilities. So tapping into your Akashic Records in your past life really has to deal with you opening up your mind and expanding yourself into accepting different ways of thinking, different ways of living life. Because life isn't just what people show on TV. Life isn't just about what gurus and different spiritual people put on YouTube or put on the internet. It's about what you feel deep within yourself. It's about the things that you're drawn to. Those are the synchronicities within your specific life. The things that you naturally pick up on that you're so good at. Certain hobbies that you're just so good at. It's probably because in a past life, you were a mathematician. So all of a sudden, math is just like a second language to you. It could be that in a past life, you were Korean. So for some reason, Korean is just a language that just comes so easily for you. Or maybe you were just around a lot of Korean people or had to learn the language once in a past life. This is what it's all about. It's about shutting off the noise and letting the water and letting the stream really pour down on you. The stream of information that is nourishing to your soul. Be able to filter the information and tap into the information that you're more drawn to. Even if you feel like you don't understand that information, you will remember it because this is your Akashic Records. I know this seems like a really simple way and a simple thing to do, but it really is, it just comes down to that. If you open yourself up to new information and you open yourself up to new ways of being, learning new cultures, discovering different things, you'll open yourself up to your Akashic Records. Think about Neith, okay? We also know that as Sagittarius. But think about this sign, this star sign, and these individuals and the description of them. They're known as people that can be gurus, people that can be mentors, people that have access to a lot of information. They have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge, and they're capable of teaching that knowledge. Not because they're just a teacher, but because they know the knowledge so well that you can actually teach it. Once you get to the point where you really know something, you can teach it. So when we look at that sign, Neith, Sagittarius, what is that all about? What are they doing? Why do they have access when people have this energy inside of their chart or they're tapped into this energy? Why do they have access to all this information? Why do they have access to all this ancient knowledge and they're able to teach it so well? It's because Sagittarians and Neith expand themselves. Their minds are expanded and they don't stay stuck inside of a square. They expand their reach. They expand their seeking. They seek wisdom from far away. They open themselves to limitless possibilities. And if you're not open to limitless possibilities, if your perspective is really stubborn, if your mindset is really closed off, and you're really just going off of today's society or going off of what the media is trying to tell you or what information is coming to you from the TV, or from modern day society more in particular, if you're just going off of that, then you're limiting yourself from tapping into the knowledge, your Akashic Records, the knowledge that you have stored within yourself. So it really is as simple as you deciding to open up your mind to new knowledge and to new ways of thinking. Once you open up yourself to new ways of thinking, new ways of being, and you go out and seek knowledge from within yourself, that knowledge will also pop up inside of your physical world. And you'll migrate to that knowledge, and you'll be able to see, this is the wisdom that I'm attracted to. These are the teachings that I feel pulled towards. But they're nothing like me today. Or they're nothing like where I come from. They're nothing like what I know in this physical realm right now. That's because it has to deal with your past life. It has to deal with your Akashic Records. All the information that is inside of your mind. So, all of that information that's inside of your mind is part of why this world is the way it is and why you're experiencing it just the way you're experiencing it. Why everything is played out in a certain way. So when you do this and you pay attention to synchronicities, you'll be able to unlock the Akashic Records that are already inside of you. Well, I hope that this video was able to really deepen your understanding about Akashic Records and your past life and how it really is right in front of your face. And yes, you guys, if you want to know more about understanding synchronicities, subscribe to my channel and check out all my videos that I have on synchronicities, from angel numbers to animal totems to just life experiences, color meanings, all these different things of spiritual guidance to help you understand yourself and your past life more as far as your physical self goes, okay? So make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my website. All of my information is inside the description box below. And I will see you guys inside of the next video. Bye bye.